brand new video. Today we're doing MLB player props here on PrizePicks. Before I get started though, there is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit. Also, there is a Discord link in the description where we're building a strong community, as well as a Patreon link where, for example, this video, I'm giving 3 total player props that I do like. Patreon, I give about 10 for each given sport. We obviously got MLB, NFL coming up tomorrow, college football, NBA coming soon. So a ton of daily content here on Patreon. Go ahead and check that out in the description. But let's get into you guys 3 total player props that I do like. Full day of baseball here on the MLB slate. We got games coming up in an hour and 35 minutes. We got Mets versus Pittsburgh here, and then Minnesota versus the Yankees, and then Colorado versus Milwaukee. So we got baseball literally all day long here. Let's get into it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not gambling advice. This is just plays I'm personally looking at making. But yeah, let's get after it. So the first play that I like is going to be Bailey Falter at 5 strikeouts. I like the over on this one of 5. Bailey Falter since he's become the starter or a starter in this pitching rotation, really since May 11th, as you can see earlier in the season, he was kind of just being a spot starter, kind of coming in somewhat of relief as well. But these games with 80 plus pitches, he's been pitching pretty well. Take a look at this outing here against the Mets where he went 6 innings, only gave up 2 hits, had 1 earned run, and struck out 3 batters. It's pretty decent. I think he's starting to develop. Only 25 years old, left-handed pitcher, 6'4", so tall left-handed pitcher. Was history of tall left-handed pitchers being able to come in right away and play well and dominate. He has been pitching well, though, coming off a game where he went 6 innings, gave up 1 earned run, had 6 Ks against Arizona. I love this spot here for him with over 5 strikeouts against Miami, who do strike out the most in baseball against lefties this season, 28.6% K rate against lefties. We've been targeting Miami, we've been targeting the pitchers that face Miami all season long. And I love this spot here for Bailey Falter at 5 strikeouts. I think at bare minimum, we're looking at a push here for him. Again, we've been targeting Miami. You can see here the Miami lineup strikeout percentage against lefties. Look at these percentages. John Birdie 31.5, Brian Anderson 36.9, Cooper 31.8, Garcia 32.8, Encarnacion 52.6% K rate against lefties, Jacob Stallings 20.6, and LeBlanc 27.6. So this all combination 28.4% K rate against lefties, the highest in baseball. I think it's a great spot here for Bailey Falter. I'm taking the over on this one at 5. The next one is going to be a walks allowed prop, and we're looking at Alex Cobb over 1.5 against the Dodgers. Now, Alex Cobb, in my opinion, 34 years old, a veteran pitcher in baseball, has been pitching for a very long time. But he is having kind of an up and down year along with the San Francisco Giants. But 3.58 ERA is pretty decent, along with a 1.25 WHIP. And, top 60 in baseball in strikeouts. So he does strike out guys. But you can see here, he's faced the Dodgers, I believe, twice this season. Here he had 2 walks in 5.2 innings, and then here he had 3 walks in 6.1 innings. So he has pitched, not horribly against the Dodgers. Gone 5 innings and 6 innings, both times against them. Both times he's hit the over on this of 1.5 walks. Overall in the season, you can see multiple times he's had more than 1.5 walks. But this spot here's a good spot because Dodgers, second highest walk rate in baseball by 0.1%, but 9.8 walk rate in baseball. And that potential lineup for today for the Dodgers, you can see just a ton of guys that do walk quite a bit. You see Freddie Freeman 10.8, Mookie Betts at the top 8.2, Max Muncy 16.4% walk rate, which is extremely high. Will Smith 9.7, Gallo, Chris Taylor, all hitters 10.4% walk rate against left-handers, against right-handers. So I think it's a great spot here. 1.5 I've been enjoying and really, targeting 1.5 walks allowed. I think as far as player props go, it's one of the, I guess not easier, but just it seems like it's one of the more efficient props to bet on is walks allowed, in my opinion, at 1.5. So I like the over on this one. Alex Cobb walks allowed 1.5. And then the last play in the last play of the day for here, this YouTube video, is a hitter prop, and we're gonna go Bo Bichette over 1.5 total bases. Bo Bichette, first off, is facing a right-handed pitcher in Dean Kramer today, which he does hit better than he hits lefties, obviously. 284 average, 782 OPS, just all of his hitting stats up across the board in versus righties compared to lefties, so that's a good sign. But Bo Bichette, you guys, over his last 7 days, he's on an absolute crazy little run here. 516 average, 531 OBP, 1.97 slugging, and a 1.628 OPS right here. 1.628. He has 5 home runs in 7 days. Quick game log, right? He had the 3 home run game against Baltimore, right? Five at bats, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, and then even last night he had 4 hits in 1 home run, 2 RBIs. So look at this, like just look at this month of September for him: 3 for 5, 2 for 4, 1 for 3, 3 for 5, 3 for 5, 4 for 5, 5 home runs in that span. Crazy month of September he's having. Super hot bat right now. Love the over here on this one, Bo Bichette. I wish they had kind of his fantasy score. Maybe they will add this. Even yesterday, I loved Bo Bichette, and at the time of me making the video and making my plays, Bo Bichette was nowhere to be found on the board. So glad to see he's here right here. I like 1.5 over for him against Baltimore. Dean Kremer, right-handed pitcher. Bo Bichette over 1.5 TB. So these are the 3 total player props that I have here today on PrizePicks. Bailey Falter over 5 Ks, Alex Cobb over 1.5 walks allowed, and Bo Bichette over 1.5 total bases. Again, gonna give 10 to 12 total plays on Patreon. Go ahead and check that out. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, you guys, and as always, you guys have a great day.